We continue our reading of God's Dream for You, The Chosen, a morning devotional by author Dwight K. Nelson. Today's reading, September 19, Turning Your Story into His Story. Part 3. That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked at, and our hands have touched, this we proclaim concerning the word of life, so that you also may have fellowship with us. And our fellowship is with the Father and with His Son, Jesus Christ. 1 John 1, 1 and 3. The old maxim is true, isn't it? Anything worth saying is worth saying well. That's why writing out your personal testimony is so helpful, not only in order to refine it, but also to memorize it. While no one wants to sound like a third grader's reading report, in my own words, nevertheless, taking the time to prayerfully shape your testimony can make it not only remarkable, but also memorable. What should you keep in mind as you turn your story into not only history, but His story? Bill Hybels, in his book Just Walk Across the Room, offers 4 suggestions. 1. Don't be long-winded. Your testimony should be no longer than 3 minutes. Pay attention to the other person's body language. Keep your story short enough to allow them to ask questions. 2. Watch out for fuzziness. The only thing worse than a long story is a long story that is incoherent. Page 120. Hybels' point is to keep your testimony simple, with a clear storyline that conveys the heartbeat of your faith journey. 3. Avoid religionese. Cut out the spiritual or churchy jargon we insiders use. When I came to the truth might better be when I discovered what the Bible was teaching. When the Holy Spirit set my heart on fire. Are you serious? How did they put it out? Might be better. In Jesus, I've discovered a brand new reason for living. 4. Abandon superiority. Nothing turns a non-Christian off more quickly than a holier-than-thou spirit. If my story becomes a recitation of my spiritual superiority over those who don't have the truth, then it's best that I keep my story to myself. To sell products, Madison Avenue thrives on before and after photos, because when you share the same before and you're seeking the same after, nothing is more persuasive than the testimony. It worked for me. It's that way with Jesus. Our before pictures, fear, guilt, self-destructive behavior, ego, are amazingly similar. That's why people everywhere are longing for a new after picture. Peace, forgiveness, self-control, humility. And that's why they need your testimony. Because your story is a very attractive, winsome before and after picture for Jesus. This concludes our reading today of God's Dream for You, The Chosen.